So after an extensive hamstring warm-up, well, actually, I didn't even start off with hamstrings. I did like 3 sets of, like not real sets, but just, 5 reps of single leg extensions. Just because if I don't warm up my calves before doing heavy hamstring curls, the inside of my knee, like the back of my knee, like the knee pit, I'll get kind of some tightness back there. But if I warm up my calves before, I never do. And then I sat here with like 100 pounds, bounced it around, a little heavier, a little heavier, heavier, heavier. I'm not just jumping straight into a crazy amount of weight. I'm easing into it. I'm exposing myself to it. But I'm not doing any fatigue in the process. Oh. Oh. Okay. Dude, fuck, I'm gonna sit here for like 5 more. Okay. Hard to beat fucking seated leg curls, I tell ya. Oh, fuck. Okay, I think one more, and then I'll do something else. Okay. Let's do some fucking single leg shit. All right, so like I was hinting at in the car, let's do some single leg, reverse leg extension, hamstring curls. Now again, I mean, I just did 8 sets of the whole fucking stack on the seated leg curl. Right. I think I've hit my hamstrings with heavy weight sufficiently for this lift. So now I want to burn them out and fucking pump them up. So I'm going to sit here lightweight, reasonably controlled. Like I'm not just going to bounce it around like I was just doing over there. But, again, with this sort of set, and you're not going to reach failure like physically. Like you're not going to reach a point where you just can't even move the weight from the bottom. You're going to be able to do partials, which get gradually and gradually smaller. So that's where you got to dig deep in your fucking mind. But I think I'm just going to finish off with 3 more sets of these. Okay. All right, you know what? That felt pretty good, but I think I want to finish with a set of single leg on the seated hamstring curl instead. All right, definitely no need for the whole stack. Well, I think just 130 will be good. Perfect. Now, I will tell you this. I find it to be incredibly annoying to do single leg curls on a seated machine if you don't know this one hack. Just think about this. If I'm doing the right leg, I can just put my left leg to the side. Totally out of the way, perfect. But when you're doing reps with your left leg, let's make the weight light just to demonstrate. You got basically two options that immediately come to mind. You either have your right leg sit down here and you limit your range of motion, you fucking hit yourself, or you keep your right leg fucking up here in the air, and like, I guess that's not that bad, but then you gotta hold it up. It's just kind of fucking annoying. So when I do these, I sort of, stick my leg over here in this gap. Try not to smush it in like the cables, but you get what I'm saying. This tip might not apply to too many of you, but I always do this shit. Fuck. Fuck. Okay. And with that, hamstrings is fucking complete. I'm gonna go get a little sip of water and jump on the leg extension, get warmed up. I don't know, maybe it's because I fucking slept a ton last night, but I'm feeling fucking strong. So that's not a cue for me to do a weight that I can't handle. But, I warmed up half the stack, couple reps, sat for a minute, do a little more. And not even purely just for like quad activation, but if I were to just try to jump straight into this much weight, even though I'm sure I could do it without getting hurt like muscularly, like if I were to jump into a heavy bench out of nowhere, I'd definitely be concerned. But I'm sure I could throw this much weight up and down and have no issue with like my quads, but my knees would be on fucking fire. You gotta fucking warm up to this kind of shit. Same with triceps. If you've got sore elbows, but you just jump straight into your heavy pushdowns, dude, just sit for like 10 minutes. Lightweight single arm. Just get some fucking blood flow in the area, get some tension built up, and then you'll be ready to actually push some weight. So same logic here. And now, double leg, the only thing I'm gonna fucking think to myself is to go crazy. So let's sit here for a while. Come on. Couple more of those. I'm gonna start feeling pumped. Fuck. So, that was obviously not a set where I was thinking to myself, okay, do slow, controlled, really squeeze at the top. That was just all out fucking throw this shit around, which I obviously have no issue with that style of set. But I do like a little bit of a mix. I'm not gonna do every set just like that. But in the beginning, I'm fresh. I feel like I'm gonna get a solid pump, or at least work towards it in the quickest possible way. Well, not quickest, that's not the point, but in the best way for me by starting off with shit like this. And then maybe towards the end, I could drop the weight in fucking half and do slow, controlled reps. But I'm not going anywhere for a while. I'm sitting here for, fuck man, maybe even 6 more, honestly. Leg extensions probably make up, fuck, at least 80 to 85% of my quad work. And clearly they're doing something. But let's say you spam leg extensions for a whole year, you don't see any quad gains. You probably got to maximize pressing, or maybe do them in a different way. You know, you got to remember with, like, I give tips and shit, but for the most part, I'm just saying what I like to do. So you got to figure this shit out on your own. Fuck. Holy shit. Whew. Dude, I love leg extensions. Okay. So, let me say this quick little chat. It gets easier to go hard. The longer that you lift, that level of exertion that you're able to reach on a set by set basis, it will gradually increase. But I think a lot of people get stuck in a state of just doing lifts with the same intensity that they've been doing for months or years before. So no wonder the majority of people in the gym, after their initial phase of, you know, initial progress, I think they just fucking stagnate because they're not pushing themselves as hard as they need to. You know, it's not hard to sort of think you've plateaued if you're not getting any results. Like, to maintain the exact same state, if your goal is to progress, like if you're in the same fucking level of everything, strength, size, whatever, or body fat, let's say you're trying to trim down and you're trying to change, but you're not seeing any results, clearly something in your whole, you know, setup of performance metrics, be it sleep, food, training style, training intensity, everything, something's off. So, you know, never think that you're a fucking perfect lifter. I don't even think I'm fucking halfway to perfection, not even close. You can always dig deeper, even if it doesn't feel like it. Or you can always do things better. So it's in your best interest to just, you know, try to go crazy as possible. At least in terms of the sets you're doing in the gym, if you catch my drift. But let's listen to some more Rock Lee hard style and get some more of these sets going. Okay. I think just a few more, and then I'll add in some sissy squats as a drop set. Okay, I lied. 2 more double leg burn out the fuck like crazy, and then I'll finish with 3 sets of lighter weight, you know, squeeze, control it, and then I'll stand right up and do some sissy squats. Okay. All right. Let's drop the weight and do some squeezing reps. Okay, so I definitely don't need this fucking plate anymore. Jesus. I'm gonna drop the weight into like even a little less than half the stack, and I'll probably do 5 reps on the right leg, then do 5 on the left, and go back and forth until I burn out, and then stand up and do some sissy squats. Oh. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, one more. Oh, God. Okay. All right. Let's go check the quad pump. Okay, exposure turned slightly down. I think we should have some freaky lighting right here. But just by feeling, like standing, not even flexing, like, dude, the quads are stiff. And then flexing, ooh, rock fucking hard. So that was a badass leg day. On those leg extensions, I felt like I was fucking pushing myself. So I'm definitely proud of those sets. Now I get to sit here and fucking look at the pump. It's perfect. So let's see what's going on underneath the pants. I'll just fucking take them off, whatever. Okay. Whew. The quads will gradually get veinier and veinier. Always a nice thing to see. So I've talked about this before, but I like lifting with a pump cover. I like, probably subconsciously, I feel like it might distract me a little bit looking at myself while I'm lifting. You know, I've kind of heard the argument like, oh, well, you want to see your muscle firing so you can squeeze it harder. I don't know, man. I'm not so sure. Honestly, for me, I think it's mainly just a feeling thing. But let's hit a couple of flexes. Ooh. Do a little breath hold to really get the veins popping. Holy shit. Oh. You gotta be careful when you're doing the fucking breath hold when you're flexing at the end of your lift. It's like, let's say you're doing the most muscular, you just got a chest pump. So you take a big breath, and then you just fucking squeeze your torso and you're flexing like crazy. You could fucking pass out. I mean, I've literally had moments where I could kind of feel myself get a little dizzy. You know, that's why fucking people pass out after deadlifts. Just because, like, the blood pressure, something about the circulation. So, don't flex so hard that you fucking end up on the ground. But it does make you a little bit veinier just for a moment. It's kind of tricky doing the side chest pose because you want to relax your hamstring. Because if I flex my hamstring, it kind of like shrinks in. Like I'm trying to keep it super soft so I can smush it up against my other leg and make it widen up. A little bit of just a bodybuilding posing insight. But Yeah, I mean, by now hamstrings are pretty much probably less than fully pumped. There's still some shit going on back there, but nothing crazy. Honestly, hamstrings don't even get that crazy when they're pumped up. I mean, I guess you have like, if you have freak level hamstrings, then a hamstring pump could probably be pretty frightening. But for me, I find they're just there. Not small. They're not insane either. Hamstrings will get cool if I get super lean, because then unpumped, you'll be able to see all sorts of crazy shit back here, like separation and whatever. But when you pump them up, same with your quads, a lot of the cuts will just sort of blur out. Like, if you flex your quads and you're lean as fuck, and you're pretty muscularly developed, you should start to see some kind of striations in the muscle, some shit like that. But if you go hit a crazy leg day and you pump them up, some of that stuff is just kind of blur together, just because there's so much blood at once. But that's the goal, so that's perfect. Not really a critique, more of just an observation. But even though legs are done, legs are not done, because I'm still gonna do calves and adductors. So I think I'll do adductors first. So I'll record just one set of each, because at least with the leg extensions and the hamstring curls, I feel like those sets are pretty fucking intense. So I want to, clip all of them. But with the adductor sets and the calf raise sets, I mean, really, I'm just gonna fucking be sitting there. Honestly, with the adductors, I'm not doing a ton of weight. I'm really just getting some fucking like groin activation. So I'm just gonna be sitting on my phone, fucking in and out like this. Calves, I'll put the phone down because I really want to fucking squeeze it. But I'll just show one. And then we'll come back here for the calf pump. You're not even gonna be able to fucking tell there's an adductor pump. But yeah, I mean, like I was saying, that was a fucking badass leg day. The more often you can finish a lift and say to yourself, I pushed myself fucking hard today. That was badass. Dude, come on. Is that ever gonna be a bad scenario? Like, let's think about this from extreme states. On one extreme, you get to say, wow, I had a fucking shitty lift. I didn't go hard at all. Ugh. And then the other extreme, holy fuck. I might have gone too hard today, Jesus. Obviously, well, okay, I guess the real extreme is, wow, I didn't fucking go hard at all. That was fucked. I didn't even push myself at all. And then I guess the other extreme is, wow, I fucking ripped both quads off because I did too much weight. That was way too much. So maybe don't go that far on this side, but just lean towards the hard side. Come on. Let's cut to a set of adductors, a set of a set of adductors, a set of calves. I'm gonna do 8 sets of each, but I'll just show one. And then we can come back for the calf pump. So let's do a pre-calf check. So let's see what we're looking at. So there's the left one, there's the right one. Let's do a quick little side view. Oh, that's kind of cool too. You can sort of see some lines in the front. Badass. Yeah, okay, so pre-calf chuck, blah, blah, blah. I'm really having a fucking aneurysm right now. Pre-calf pump check. Now let's skip ahead to the other shit and then come back. All right, 7 more. All right, exposure, yeah, down just a tad. There. All right, so calves are now fully pumped. Let's fucking take a look. leave the pants on. We'll just roll them up. There we go. Let's see. It's been fucking like, I don't even know, maybe like 2 months since I've even had a calf pump. I've been skipping them like a total fool. I mean, not like they're small, but you know, come on, they need to be fucking hit. So, are they bigger than a moment ago? Oh man, just squeezing them fucking hurts. I think that, yeah, we had some size difference. More separation to come as we get leaner. But let's get in the fucking car.